DAKYWhitails, another episode of Chasing a Dream. Where I'm going to go in this video is kind of talking about Dink. My buddy, he's the D in DAKYWhitails. He's the guy that I met about 31 years ago. I went on a guided hunt in the western part of Kentucky, and he kind of opened a whole new world for me. He asked me to come out. He lived in the northern part of Kentucky, just south of Cincinnati, Ohio. And he was like, man, we had such a good time. He said, why don't you come out and hunt with me? And I did. I took the chance. I flew out there the following year. I mean, I only knew the guy for a couple of days. And like I said, I took the chance, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was like hitting a winning lottery ticket. He had a farm that he took care of, it was better part of 1,000 acres. He had other land that I could hunt between Kentucky and Indiana. I bet you I had close to 3,000 acres that I was hunting. And here it is 31 years later, and that's why I'm so adamant about introducing other people to it. I got a buddy of mine, John Cantrell Automotives. He's in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Anybody that's in that area, if something ever happens with your car, he's the guy. Sorry, he's the guy to look up. A guru at cars. He's done me a ton of favors, and that's how I sort of passed it on. Moved it forward. And it's really the only thing I had. I knew the guy was really into hunting, and like I said, he helped me out immensely. So I introduced him to Dink, and it was really cool. Now we all get together, sort of, we get together in November, and it's like these old time pictures where you see these guys getting together, these hunting trips and everything, and having such a good time. And we do every November. We hook up, and what I'm trying to do is try to get other people involved. Excuse me, let me put this down. I'm trying to get other people involved, to come out there. Because with me getting lucky with the guys I met, with this guy Dink, I just want to share it. And I want to get out there more and more, but it's really hard. If I keep moving this thing, I apologize. Uh, and I want myself, I want to be out there more. And it's harder. It's really hard because, finance and everything. And real quick, I had a friend of mine that I knew in New Jersey. His name was Frank. And he was following me on Facebook. And he was like, man, I'd love to hunt out there. Excuse me. I'd love to hunt out there with you, and it seems really cool. You see my pictures on Facebook. You could check it out on DAKY Whitetails on YouTube and Facebook, and you can kind of see where I'm going with this and what I've done. And he was like, man, I'd love to do it. And I said, well, I only have a limited amount of time I could take off of work, and I could take off, but, you're going to have to help me out. And he was like, well, what are we looking at? And I told him 500. And to him, it was kind of chump change. For me, it's a lot of money. And he was a great guy. He did it. He sent me the money. Him and I got together. Long story short, he drove to Cincinnati, Ohio, picked me up at the airport when I landed, and him and I drove to Warsaw, Kentucky, and we had the greatest time. He was a great guy. Enjoyed the hunt. And here's where we stayed. This is the house. I don't know if you could see it. Wait, there it is. There's the house. I know it's hard to see, but it's a big old farmhouse. Him and I were the only ones in there. Let me see if I can find some other pictures. Like I said, him and I were the only ones in there. Let me see if I can get that. I don't know if you could see it. There it is. And I'm not kidding you. That's the house we stayed in, him and I. And we had such a great time. Oh, God. Why does that freaking thing keep spinning? We had such a great time, him and I. And here's like some of the pictures of the deer. That's a buddy of mine, Harry. I know it's kind of screwed up. I got to kind of tilt it. That's a buddy of mine, Harry, that killed one on the farm. Uh, my son and I. It's hard. I know these pictures are kind of screwed up. It's coming off another phone. Uh, my buddy's, his garage. Some of the pictures. Let me sit there and go back. Okay. But with that, I mean, it's just a little bit of what you could see. And we had such a good time. And that's why I'm so adamant about bringing other people out there. I mean, it's twofold. I need people to help me get there, because I have to fly and I have to take time off of work. But no, it isn't. I'm not an outfitter. I'm not a guide. I just want other people to enjoy it. I feel like I hit the winning lottery ticket, and why shouldn't I share it with other people? But what I'm looking for is people that are kind of pure to this. Excuse me, where's my bow? People that are pure to this, that love to hunt. Maybe you're a single parent, and I'm not, I mean, I might be crazy, but I'm not a kook. If you have a son or a daughter that loves to hunt, and you'd love to get them out there to do a little bit of hunting, uh, text me, talk to me, and see what we can do. Because I do have the ultimate spot. When we get out there, like I was saying before, I'm not an outfitter, I'm not a guide, so I'm not looking. All I'm looking for is help to get there. If you have a son or a daughter that wants to hunt, that loves to hunt, I'm just a bow hunter, and that's what I tell everybody. I'm just a bow. Right here is a Hoyt VTech. It's an 80-pound Hoyt VTech. You can check it out on DAKYWhitails Bodies and Bows. I'm real adamant about getting in shape. And I finally got to the point, just like I said, it's an 80-pound Hoyt VTech. Do I hunt with it? No, I don't. I used to. I do want to hunt with it again. I know I'm kind of jumping around, but I hunt with a Hoyt Charger, a 70-pound Hoyt Charger, and I love it. But get back to where I started. I do want to bring people out there because I almost feel like, between my buddy Dink and I, someday I want somebody to pass it on. I just want them to say, I went on this hunt with Dink and Alan, and it was the ultimate of hunts. My buddy Frank, like I talked about, that came from New Jersey, he loved it. He had such a good time. I do plan on hunting with him again, and he plans on bringing a friend of his out there. I got another friend of mine I used to hunt with in New Jersey. His name is Stan. I plan on hunting with that guy, and that's where I'm going with this. I just want to keep adding links to the chain because I do want people to know my buddy Dink. He's too special. He introduced it to me, and I just want to, keep it going. So with that, if you like what you see, if you're looking for a good hunt, I don't know, you have to be a purist. So contact me, text me, and we'll see if we can go with this, with this. It won't be a mistake. If you talk to me, I might be nuts, but I'm not a nut. So DAKY Whitetails, keep chasing that dream.